Alright, boys and girls, we've got How It Really Is, doing my first video. This is a review of the Omega OM9K, which is like the H&K mp5k clone, made in Arkansas. Alright, so it came with a POF Pakistani magazine, 30 rounder. The finish on it appears to be really, really nice, unlike my POF, which came with a terrible finish. Mag locks up tight. Every mag that I've tried in this gun locks up tight. I've got a KCI first gen mag. It's actually super tight because of that parkerizing they've got on there. And the KCI Gen 2, which fits just like the POF. I'm at arm's length, so it's a bit more awkward than it ever would be. All three of those are real easy to put in and out of the gun. Let's see. When I got the gun, it was new. It appeared to be unfired. Their website says that they do a 30-round test. If they did do that with this gun, they cleaned it afterwards because it was definitely looked unfired. The first round that I loaded into this gun was with the included POF mag. It failed to feed, so I cleared that jam. Then I turned on my camera while I was testing at the range. I'll probably try to roll that footage in here, but I fired using the same mag. I loaded it once with the Winchester 9mm NATO, the 124 grain plus P type stuff. All my subguns love that stuff. Then I put 30 rounds of the Federal American Eagle 147 grain full metal jacket flat point. That's like a truncated cone round. I'm not behind the camera to know if this is focusing. Hopefully it is. So in those first 60 rounds, 30 of the 9mm NATO, 30 of the Federal 147, I got 26 failures to eject. The gun does not work, which makes me further question if they tested it at the factory. I took it apart. The extractor appears to be undamaged. Underneath it was filled with what looked like automotive moly grease, that gray stuff. It's like axle grease. It was packed under there. The extractor spring seemed fine. It was holding the extractor tight under the bolt face. Let's see. I took a bore scope. I can roll this in as well, and check the flutes. They were perfectly clean. The cocking piece in the bolt is Omega branded. It says 110 degrees, and it says it's marked for a K gun. This has one of these threaded 3-lugs, which I greatly dislike. Hopefully that's in frame. These things, because they don't have any shoulder to them, because look how thin that thing is. So once you fire a single round, it comes loose. Doesn't matter how hard you crank that thing on there. The second time you pull the trigger, it's out 1/8 of an inch. It's the same on the POF. It's very annoying. The other thing is that, as you can see on the POF, when you run these things with a can, that knurling collects carbon. And when it collects carbon, it locks the can onto the gun, so you can't get it off. So I really dislike that. I wish it was just smooth, but you know, people want options. Oh, also, yeah, because it's knurled, it makes mounting a can very difficult. The smooth ones, you can do the quick one-handed detach. With both of these guns, I have to either put the butt on the ground to get enough leverage to take the can off, or if I have a chair or something I can sit on, I can then take the butt and put it against my thigh and then do it. But it takes quite a bit of strength. Is that even H&K uses those stupid things now, so yeah, I can't really blame POF or Omega for that. I can blame them for the gun absolutely not working at all, though. Let's see. The only other thing to note, other than, you know, the gun doesn't work, is that when you try to cock the gun, the last ½ inch, which is before the ejector clears the bolt face, or begins to, before the ejector would start kicking the case out, it just comes like a hard stop right there. And it takes quite a lot of effort get it past that point there. The ejector doesn't appear to be grinding anywhere, but something is. I'm aware that these guns require a different cocking piece if you were going to add a suppressor or a stock. I have not fired this gun with a suppressor. I tried them on for size to see how they would work. The SWR mount, which SWR is a company now that was bought out by Silencer Co. So I guess this is the Silencer Co mount now. That goes on and off real easy. It does for both of these guns. The Bowers 3-lug mount, which is a much nicer made mount. This thing is absolutely perfect. Is extremely tight on both these guns. But on a normal 3-lug that doesn't have the knurling, it goes on nice and easy, and it doesn't have any rattle, unlike every other 3-lug mount I've used for a silencer. The Bowers one is nice and tight. It's machined really well. .124 grain Winchester 9mm NATO. She's unhappy. Oh, yeah, look at that. Wow, this is a really hard jam to clean. Finest materials, best workmanship. With the KCI mag, 9mm NATO, the best ammo there is. The fuck? I'm done testing. To finish off the review, I would say that I did call Omega a little over a week ago. Couldn't get anyone on the phone, and I emailed them a little over a week ago, and I haven't heard anything back. Could be because of COVID, who knows. But that's it. That's the Omega 9K. They don't work.